For nearly half a century, the godmother of the civil rights movement has given leadership to the struggle for equality for all people. Born in 1912, Dorothy Irene Height has had a career in civil rights that spanned nearly 80 years, from the anti-lynching protests in the early 1930s to the inauguration of President Barack Obama in 2009. Originally trained as a social worker, Miss Height was president of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated from 1947 to 1956, and then the National Council of Negro Women from 1957 to 1997, overseeing a wide range of programs on issues like voting rights, poverty, and in the later years, AIDS. A longtime executive of the YWCA, she presided over the integration of its facilities nationwide in the 1940s.
My mother was especially helpful to me because she helped me to realize, though I was a good student, I could not just strut around and be proud. That she made me understand that I was not in competition with anybody but myself.
If Miss Height was less known than her contemporaries in either the civil rights or women's movement, it's perhaps because she was doubly marginalized. Pushed off stage by women's groups because of her race and by black groups because of her sex. In 1963, Height was one of the organizers of the famed March on Washington. She stood close to Martin Luther King Jr. when he delivered his "I Have a Dream" speech. Despite her skills as a speaker and a leader, Height was not invited to talk that day.
To be working with him later in life, at the time he was as a part of the United Civil Rights leadership, was to see so much that had come forward.
Height later wrote that the March on Washington event had been an eye-opening experience for her. Her male counterparts were happy to include women in the human family, but there was no question as to who was the head of the household. Throughout her career, she has responded quietly but firmly, working with a charismatic mix of limitless energy and a sophistication to align the two movements in the fight for social justice. As a result, Miss Dorothy Irene Height is widely credited as the first person in modern civil rights era to treat the problem of equality for women and equality for African Americans as a seamless whole, merging the concerns that had been largely historically separate.
As I advance racial issues and women's issues, when I look around the world today and realize how in the last 20 years women have come to a new day, I realize that there is, even in our own country, I realize that there is no way to advance, say, the black family without advancing women.
This is my history. This is Black history.